What's going on, everybody? Paul here, coming at you with your Crypto Coffee update, where we start the day by discussing news and upcoming events in the crypto world, all while enjoying our fresh cup of coffee. To start us off, simultaneous sip. Nothing like a fresh cup of coffee to start the day. Alright, first things first, the news. In my most recent video, I covered the subject of regional regulations and how various cultural and legal regions around the world seem to enact similar legislation around the same time. This was recently seen in New Zealand's pro-ICO announcement, coming directly after the expression of similar sentiments from Switzerland, Malta, France, and other friendly Western nations. As is typical with geopolitics, when one player moves, the rest follow suit, altering their stance or positions to maximize their respective gains for their region. This dangerous dance of denizens has been going on well since before the First World War and does not seem to be slowing down anytime soon in the future. This can be clearly seen as China begins to actualize a grand scheme very long in the making, the shattering of the petrodollar and US hegemony over the global oil trade. Some quick background: the petrodollar is the name of the system put in place directly after the Second World War and has seen almost all oil traded on the global market since then denominated in USD. This has huge implications for not only the United States economy, but the status of the US dollar around the world. Nations, in a sense, have to, quote, play nice with the United States, turning a blind eye to things like civilian-targeted white phosphorus bombs and the bombing of children's hospitals in Iraq and Afghanistan, in order to have access to the dollars their nation needs to pay for oil. Big players include oil-producing giants like Saudi Arabia and Algeria, which have since enjoyed a sort of special friend status of the United States in exchange for going along with this established order. Fast forward 75 years and China, now the largest consumer of oil in the world, is well poised to break this long-standing global status quo. Last week, the Middle Kingdom announced oil futures denominated in Chinese yuan. This was initially downplayed by Western media outlets, since while the contracts are denominated in yuan, the beginning and end results of exchange are still US dollars. So, while the future contracts were downplayed, the second punch from Beijing was not as easily parried. On the 1st of April, China announced additional plans to pay for the actual oil in yuan, a move that has implications that are really hard to overstate. Again, this is a break with a 75-year global hegemonic move. So the question you may be asking, what does the type of paper that's exchanged for black gold have anything to do with crypto? Well, like I said, this dance isn't slowing down anytime soon, and like a big rock in a small lake, ripples move quickly when they're in the right waters. In my opinion, this is a sign of larger things to come as China moves to insert itself into global politics as an equal. This can be seen through the announcement made in tandem with the Petro-Yuan edicts. While oil stole the spotlight in the news, China's central bank made the bold statement that the nation is willing to support the global crypto regulations established by the recent G20 meeting. Considering September 2017 saw a major market downturn on the news of China cracking down on ICOs, this is a big 180 and a nod to the maturing nature of the crypto market as a whole. Part of my point of this segment is to highlight that things do not happen in isolation. This has been a part of, or at least has been meticulously worked into, a long-term plan directly relating to not only Chinese national interests, but also regional and governmental interests. Chinese President Xi Jinping surprised much of the financial world recently by snubbing the much agreed upon replacement to the head of the People's Bank of China, in favor of another candidate on the shortlist, Yi Gang. Like most things coming out of China, this seemingly mild surprise has much deeper implications. Yi Gang is a pro-market advocate who's gone on record praising market flexibility and his openness to market solutions in a nation otherwise fixated on socialism with Chinese characteristics. Taken in isolation, these developments are significant in their own right. However, events rarely occur in isolation in geopolitics, and taken in tandem, their implications are far-reaching for China and the future of crypto as a whole. Is the world's most populous nation, with the fastest growing middle class on Earth, poised to unshackle the human innovation of 1 billion plus people by establishing a more free market? After all, Rome wasn't built in a day, and the reins of power are tenuous things to hold, so not everything is clear. Let me know what you think below in the comments. Is this saber-rattling and much ado about nothing as China seeks to shake Western markets, or is this a larger piece of a complex game of global chess? Give me your 2 cents on this. The more knowledge we share, the more accurate a picture we'll have going forward. But that's all we have for the news today. Let's go ahead and get into your Crypto Coffee update for Wednesday, April 4th. A lot of conferences going on these 2 days. First off, we have Blockchain and Bitcoin conference going on in Germany. It's a rolling conference that goes from nation to nation. We also have Crypto BlockCon 2018 in Los Angeles. And further north, we have Block to the Future happening in San Francisco. Next up, we have the Beyond Block Summit happening in Tokyo with Red Pulse and Yuan Chain. Waves is having an AMA. T-Arion is having a meetup in San Francisco. And MadeSafe is launching their developer website. That's it for Wednesday, April 4th. For Thursday, April 5th, we have the Decentralized 2018 event happening in Singapore with names such as Bancor, Zcash, Zilliqa, and Indorse. Ikonomi is having a meetup in Madrid. IOTA is having an Internet of Things and Machine Economy event in Norway. Cardano is updating their roadmap. And Dragon Chain is launching the pre-release of their commercial platform. That's it for Thursday, April 5th, and for your Crypto Coffee update. As usual, all the links for everything below in the description, along with the list of coins that I didn't mention in the actual video. Just too much going on out there, folks. But as always, like, share, subscribe, check out our fancy new website, and talk to us on Discord. That's really where we're the most active. Thanks so much. Talk to you guys next time.